Good morning. My name is James Little, and my company is Mass Spec Interpretation Services. Wiley has introduced new Mass Spec capabilities within their KnowItAll software. KnowItAll is a vendor-neutral data processing solution for spectral analyses. I have created a series of these training videos for the software which can be found on my personal website. Today I will be sharing a video entitled Transferring Spectra from KnowItAll to NIST Search. So what are some reasons for transferring Spectra from the KnowItAll to NIST Search? Well, in one case a library might only be present in NIST format, but not KnowItAll format. The NIST sequential searches are very useful in querying libraries. NIST MS Interpreter is very good for correlating substructures to observed ions. One might also want to compare KnowItAll search results to those obtained by related searches in NIST. And that's much like using one browser to search for a topic and then switching to another one to see if more useful or other results can be obtained. So in one case, one search result might yield a little bit more information or a little different information that might be useful. One can also use processes to manually obtain spectra and send them to NIST for searches. And in my opinion, AMDIS is just not as easy as KnowItAll process it in manual mode to obtain spectra for NIST searches. If you wanted to learn how to do some NIST searches and associated software, I have a video course on my website whose link is shown below. And also, I've also made a video available on my personal website to convert NIST user libraries to Wiley format. Now let's go to the KnowItAll software to get a spectrum to send to the NIST search. We'll first take a foreground here across the peak by averaging within the average range bar. We'll move our cursor up to the background and we'll take some background in the front, and let's just take a little bit in the back also. Now in the bottom pane we have the spectrum of the unknown to send for searching, and we come up to edit and you say let it go transfer to NIST MS Search, or you could use the sequence of keys Control-Alt-N. That automatically opens NIST and brings it into format, and you can see the unknowns on the top that we transferred. It did the search and found that the best hit was trichloromethane. So now if you want to go back to get another spectrum, they have an arrow, if you look up at the top here, called Switch to Caller, and it knows how to go back to the program that sent it the spectrum. So you just go back, and now you're ready to get another spectrum. Let's now send a spectrum to the NIST search from MS Expert. So we've done the deconvolution, and all the components have been identified and shown in the box at the top right. So let's just go pick a spectrum, methyl bromide, and now we can go up and say Analysis. It's in a different pull-down menu here, but again, Control-Alt-N or transfer to NIST MS Search. It brings the NIST search into focus, does the search. There's our unknown on the top that we sent over, the best hit on the bottom, which is methyl bromide. Again, if you wanted to go back, you come up to the top and select this Switch to Caller, and it carries you right back to the program in KnowItAll. And one last place one can transfer a spectrum to NIST is within Search It. So I've brought in a spectrum into Search It, maybe from Process It, and you go up here and you say View, Edit. It's under the Edit menu, Transfer to NIST MS Search. It'll take it over. It's now present in the top window. It's done the search and found that the best hit is trichloromethane, which is shown in the bottom window. Again, to go back to search it, just go to the Switch to Caller arrow and go back. One can also import spectra from the NIST search into KnowItAll for searching. So we can pick any spectrum that we want to. We've selected the top one, number 1, in this list, the spectral list within the NIST search. And you can see in the center window we see the spectrum, and in the right window we see text information associated with the spectrum. All we have to do is say right click, export selected, and figure out where to put it. I'll put it on my temp folder on my desktop, and we'll just call it JL Test 6. save. If you want to look at that file, it's just an ASCII file, so I'll go out and open that folder, and we'll go to the desktop, see if we can find that temp folder, and open JL6. And it's saying what would you like to open it with. You can open it with Notepad, so we'll open it with Notepad. You can see it has the mass to charge and intensity, some text information that you can edit some of the text information before it goes into KnowItAll if you want to. So that looks fine, so we'll just leave it the way it is. We'll go open KnowItAll now, and we have to say File, Open, Spectrum, or Structure from the top part of the menu here. And we just go find that. It's in the temp folder, it's JL6, and we just open it. Start a new search. And here's the spectrum that we brought in. So it's just like anything that you've obtained and process it. You can search it if you want to. And this is trichloromethane. So in conclusion, it's very easy to transfer Spectra from KnowItAll to NIST for processing. And it's easy to switch to Caller from NIST back to KnowItAll program that sent the spectrum originally. And it's also reasonably easy to transfer Spectra via the NIST MSP text file to KnowItAll Search It. Be sure to see my other videos for Mass Spec KnowItAll training on my personal website. Good day.